was really mature for my age when I was younger. You would swear you're talking to a grown-up. So I was like, oh, so you're calling me crazy, mommy? You think I'm going off? And she's like, yeah, Tony, she said she saw you, and indeed someone was in the house because the glass is there with the handprint and it's not her own. He told my mother, put her on the phone, and all I heard was, Jahnuska, whoever you saw, it was not me. Listen, my mother had to give me sugar water after that. A spirit imitated my brother-in-law to the T. Went in the fridge, got water, drank it in front of me, and put down the glass. Just to show you how real this spiritual world is. And the spiritual world is more real than the physical world we live in. And I want you to understand that. Sometimes you see something pass at the corner of your eyes and you look and it's not there. Trust me, you did see something. But some of us have the ability to see it head on. I am telling you, evil is real, but also good is real as well. When I was 8, and as you can see, as I'm getting older, the more I'm seeing, the more I'm experiencing, the more things are happening. And through that experience, I think at that time, my brother-in-law and my mother, okay, my mother really did believe me, but my whole family started to experience things in the house. The bathroom upstairs, as soon as you walk in it, the pipe will turn off, toilet flush, shower on, off, lights on, off. So they started to experience things. So I wasn't alone. He made me not alone. So I was like, I had company. So they understood. So they could have helped me deal with it. At the age of 8, we went by this lady's house. She had just built her house. She invited my mom. As soon as I stepped out, I started yoking. I said, Mommy, something around here stinks. I can't tell you. It smelled bad. I said, Mommy, come. She said, okay, let's go in the house quick. So the lady said, come, what happened? Went in the house, started to even feel more worse. I said, oh God, Mommy, in here smell even worse than outside. Come, let's go back outside. So the lady's like, what's going on? My mother said, I don't know. I said, put some plastic sacks on my hand. Because I don't know if you know, they have this, in the swamp, they have these yellow flower plants. Lily pads. And she had them planted all around her house. And I told them to put plastic sacks on my hand, and I went and I started pulling up. When I started to pull up, they started to smell what I was smelling. And the roots of those lily pads were so black and mucky. It's like when water, like a gut water, but when you dig all the way underneath, the color and the smell that comes forth, that is what was smelling. And I say, you plant these? And she's like, no, the contractor did. Apparently, the contractor was being friendly with her, and they were kind of almost pursuing a relationship. I tell her, listen, this man went Obia, told an Obia man, and had these soaking for weeks and planted by your house so that stench can attract spirits to your home so they can run you out. And he can have the house. Because remember, she wasn't smelling anything. Neither was my mother until I pulled it up. So then they went and put on sacks too, and they sat and we put up all around the house. My mother said, well, we're gonna go. So we end up leaving. In the beginning when I started to pull up her plans, she was getting upset with me. But then after when she smelled what I was smelling, you know, she was like, okay, all right, something going on here. After we left the next day, she confronted the contractor and he confessed. Yes, he went over a man. He had these things soaking for weeks because it would draw spirits to her house and run her out, and she would think she's crazy and blah, blah, blah. So he actually confessed. She called my mother and she said, oh boy, your daughter is something special. My mother said, yeah, I know. So she said, continue covering her. So I was the weird one, and I embraced my weirdness. When I was younger, it was hard, but now that I'm older, I embrace it. Because I am unique in my own way. God made me that way.
Yes.
I mean, sometimes in the beginning, I boy, God, you cussed me with this gift. What kind of gift is this? But then, you know, I've learned to embrace it. At the age of 12, I was almost raped twice. And as you notice, the hand of God was on me. He started revealing more things to me. I started getting more closer to God. And Satan is putting up these things in front of me so I can not excel. At the age of 14, I gave my life to Christ, and I started witnessing in school. And I would go, children would get saved. I was, like I said, I was weird. I was not the kind to hang around my peers. I was always in the teacher's office, helping them grade papers once it was in my class own. I was always around the older folks. But there were times I would go out and witness. Sometimes I would even remember from my school, I had to walk this steep hill, and the sun would be so hot, and I'd be like, Lord, send some shelter, and a cloud would come over me until I reached all the way home to block me out from the sunlight. That's the kind of relationship I had with God. And when I was 15, I was raped by my high school teacher. And it hit me so hard. It was terrifying because at a younger age, the first thing, like, remember I told you I was really mature for my age, so my mother would always tell me, you know, the best gift you could give your husband is your virginity. And while my peers were experimenting with sex, I was keeping myself. And for something to happen like that, I was upset with God. Because here you tell me you will never leave me nor forsake me. You tell me you will give your angels charge over me. I said, but where were they? Where were you? Now I felt useless. I remember running home, and my family, they're really serious Christians. I wouldn't say they're straight. They just don't play. And as righteous as they are, they will take off the cloak of righteousness and kill somebody. No, let's be serious. Somebody touch your little girl or your little boy. Listen, you ain't thinking about God that time, you know. You're thinking about revenge. I have a niece, and she's so pretty, and I partially raised her, but she didn't come from me. And the kind of thing I just have, if anybody touch her, they're dead. So you could imagine for my family, and I'm the youngest out of 4, the spoiled one. I had, at the time, my 2 brothers was not saved, but my sister and her husband, they were saved, and my mother. I know somebody would have gone to jail, and I did not want that, so I kept it to myself. I ran upstairs, went in the shower for 2 hours, trying to get him off of me. I felt dirty. I didn't feel clean. My mother come, when you leave the house, you had bathed. When you need to bathe again, I said, Mommy, don't worry about it. And I just continued showering. And at that time, we had cisterns, so she's like, you're gonna finish the water. I said, okay. So I turned off the water, went to my room. And I'm a very social person with my family. I'm very family oriented. I love them. And then all of a sudden, they realized I started to draw back from all of them. They realized that even in church, because I'm living in their house, I have to go to church. I had a choice. But I would sit down. I wouldn't go anywhere. So I would sit down. I wouldn't worship. I wouldn't do anything. I was just there. And then they started, my sister and her husband, they started on my case. They're like, oh, look at this girl who you grew up with. Look how she's sewing in Christ. I don't know what happened to you. All of a sudden, you just there. And that even made it worse. So what happened? I started to put up a wall. You come at me, I'll put up a wall. And ain't like I could fight them. They're my brother and sister and things. So I just put up a wall and just leave it. My mom, I was still, by the way, I was still taking his classes. Still going to school like nothing happened, still taking his classes. My mother noticed something was wrong. My hair started falling out. I started losing weight. Gone from a 10 to a 6 in my grades. My mother's like, no, something wrong with her. At that time, the SVU Law and Order movies used to show a lot, and my family used to look at it a lot. And when it came to the rape part, I used to walk up and walk out. I couldn't take it. So my mother asked God to show her what happened to me or what's going on with me. And let me tell you something. God answers a mother's prayer. I'm not saying he don't answer a father's prayer, okay? Okay, gents? But I'm just saying when it comes to a mother, he does answer. God showed my mother from the beginning to the end what happened. Show her where it happened, how the place had looked, that his 7-year-old daughter was home. Everything God showed my mother. And I remember 3 o'clock in the morning, she ran in and she's like, she crying, Nookie, why you ain't tell mommy this happened to you? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Still trying to cover it. She's saying, God showed me, and she could tell me everything. And I said, Mommy, how can I tell you? You would kill him, and then I ain't have you. You understand? And I said, you know how my brothers are. They would kill. I say, you know, my sister too, at the time she had Crohn's disease, so if she frightened or get bad news, it acts up, it flares up, and then she have diarrhea and vomiting. And then her husband is another thing. He would kill somebody because he raised me from the age of 7. So it was really hard. And she said she understands. So we vowed to keep it to ourselves. I said, Mommy, look, I have 1 more year of high school. Let's keep it to ourselves and we done. We gone. She said, okay. But then he started calling me on my phone, the teacher, and telling me how I sounded while he was raping me, if that wasn't bad enough. So my room is on the 3rd floor, and we have these windows that you could push up. And as skinny as I have gotten, I could have fit through. And every time I would go, climb up on the ledge, and get ready to jump. And I kid you not, I felt a hand every time I tried, pushed me back on that porch. And it wasn't windy, nothing like that. And I know it was God, and I was vexed with him. And I said, listen to me. You leave this happen to me, leave me go. I can't deal with this. I can't carry it. The shame, the hurt. It was too much. My mother could have only do so much. She couldn't. And I